Hello. This video is for Mr. Phillips at uh, Rodent Retreat. My name is Joseph Graham. The reason why I'm making this video is because I received email from the Lone Star Times. They said, "Hey Joe, could you send these guys a heat map till we get their article ready? And thanks in advance." So what this heat map is whenever I take your Google My Business map listing and I put it through here, I'm able to see everywhere you are and are not ranking. Okay. Now a little bit about me real quick. I'm based out of Fort Worth, Texas. I'm a marketing consultant. I help local businesses or just any type of business with their sales process, like how they're prospecting, you know, what what types of prospecting is working. Let's say someone's running ads, let's say someone's using television, TV, whatever. We're gonna see what's working. We need to be able to track it. You know what I mean? We need to see the ROI on that. And then we're gonna take what's not working, cut that out, and start putting more towards what is working and get you the best return on investment, right? And then, we do all that, right? Lead generation, SEO, all that stuff. So this is not like a sales video. It was requested that I make you this because I guess they're doing an article for you. So check this out, man. This heat map shows everywhere you are and are not ranking. Now, let's just say like I'm looking for some pest control, or I'm looking for a foot doctor, or something. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask my inner circle, like people I know that I trust, right? Or hey, do you know anyone that can get these rats out of my house? That any good pest control technicians, right? I'm gonna ask somebody I know. And that's called the referral, the word of mouth referral, right? That's the word of mouth referral. Other than that, other than doing that, asking people we know, what does everyone do? They get on Google, they use these free Google searches while they're unlimited for a limited time, right? And they might see something like this. So they might see some ads, people paying for ads. This guy's paying for like 3 ads or something. The same one, just different phone numbers, just tripped out. Then they're gonna see these top 3 map listings, these top 3 businesses in these map listings, and then they're gonna see these organic listings below. Okay. Now check this out, Kevin. Where'd he go? There he goes. These top 3 businesses right here in these map listings, it doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter if it's phone driven. It doesn't matter if it's brick and mortar. These top 3 businesses get 80% of the traffic, right? 80% of the traffic. Now we understand that over here. That's why we developed this heat map tool, right? We know that like some of our businesses are doing better in other areas and receiving more calls. I mainly work with phone driven businesses, right? I mainly work with phone driven businesses because um, that's just my specialty. I mean, just what we're doing, what I'm about to show you, will work with anything. It doesn't matter. Pest control is a phone-driven business, but check this out. So now that you know these top 3 map listings get 80% of the calls, when we run your heat map through this tool, it's red, which means you're not. When someone searches for pest control, it doesn't matter if they're searching for Colleyville and Watauga, Fort Worth, Norwich and Hills, Arlington, Las Colinas. It doesn't matter. You're not showing up in any results. Maybe I don't know where you guys set this GMB up. I'm not trying to be like a freaking turd or nothing, but like it's saying it was set up right here, right? So maybe when you're in your own office or house that you set this up in, and you do some research and you Google pest control, you might show up. Other than that, someone else on someone else's phone and in another IP in another neighborhood, right? They're gonna see like Buzzkill, they're gonna see Titan, they're gonna see North Texas. They're gonna see these guys, and these guys are gonna get the first phone call, right? Let's just look at Buzzkill for a second. Like Buzzkill, they're only ranking in like one area, right here in Watauga, Colleyville. We can come in here and see who's ranking where. Integrity, we can see where they're ranking, and really all these guys freaking suck. And the point is, Kevin, that you're missing out on a lot of calls and a lot of sales. I mean, you're probably saying, man, I'm bowed up right now. I'm like 2 months back. Yeah, but it's probably from like just word of mouth referrals, which is great, right? You're probably booked up from like word of mouth referrals, right? But we we put a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of money into this tool, and it's been pretty freaking accurate for the last few years, right? So in let's just say Grapevine, someone searches for pest control in Grapevine, they're going to see these top three businesses, and now we can see everywhere where that this company ranks the same day. So again, the more people that can find you in their top results, the more likely they are to contact you, and the more likely they are to spend money with you because you're going to close them, right? Again, these top three map listings, these top three businesses get 80% of the clients. And not only that, 74% of people look at least five reviews before making a decision, a purchasing decision. Now you have like 63 freaking reviews, which is freaking great. But what I don't understand is why you're only targeting like this little, see how it's like you only service this oval right here, like the mid cities, like you ain't going to Fort Worth, we ain't hitting Dallas. That's just because like inside of here, inside of your GMB, where it says info, it's gonna say locations. What I like to personally what I like to do is like, let's say I'm working on Fort Worth, right? You can do this anywhere. Like I list first, you can list up to 20 locations. So list every county that you serve, right? Every county. So you got like Tarrant, Dallas, Denton, maybe Ellis, maybe go from there. Johnson, maybe. And then I'll do the major cities like Fort Worth, Dallas, every major city. And then if I really want to be, get shitty with it, what I'll do is like I'll start listing the neighborhoods like Haltom City, Richland Hills, Melody, Sanson Park. Right, that's just what I do. So you can list up to 20 locations, and when you do that, especially when you do the counties, this will outline that unless you specifically only target this area. Okay, I just had to point that out. And the site looks great, right? It's a click to call, which is awesome. And the site's it looks like it's built for conversions. Now, one thing you could do is actually add a physical quote form, something you probably have in contacts. Yeah, see, you want this on every page, every stinking page, every page. You want this thing right here on every freaking page. All right. Now check this out. How do you start becoming more relevant where you at? How do you start becoming more relevant in these areas? Well, for one, their reviews. I'm gonna discuss two steps. Now, in the video below this, I do mention the MCMs, the steps to more calls and more sales. But real quick, I'm gonna break it down. So I'm gonna talk about getting when you get reviews and when you make a post. So you go out to Bedford, or let's just say you go out to Irving. You do something in Irving, you take some pictures. You make sure your GPS is on your phone when you take those pictures. Then you're gonna make a post, right? We got another. Where were we at? Irving. We got another happy. You're gonna make a post. We gotta have another happy customer in Irving, Texas, and then boom, boom, boom. You upload those geotag photos, or you're gonna have somebody give you a review, right? And what they're gonna do is from Irving. Something, you know what I mean? Something like you want them to state where they're from. This because that's gonna start making you more relevant in those areas. And then you can ask them to upload a picture as well. You want them to take geotagged pictures, right? Make sure the location is on, and then they upload that. So that's another way you can start becoming more relevant in these areas. Does this make sense? So now when someone's searching for pest control in like Irving or something, you start to rank over there. And then like in your site, I don't see like a locations page. Like you can actually create a page for every city, every town, right? That's just a couple things. There's a lot of different ways to do this, man, but uh yeah, so pretty much when you're ranking, like when your website's ranking, when your GMB's ranking, it leads to more sales and more calls and more sales, all right? I wish I could just ramble on about this. I'm gonna shoot you copy of this, and you can go in there, poke around, do what you want. And till then, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. Thanks.